G'day everyone, and welcome to my high-level range guide for frost dragons. In this guide I'll be going over some equipment and inventory setups, as well as some basic and advanced kill tactics. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So this is the setup I use. You basically want to start with a void setup and build from there. If you have elite void, the prayer bonus is very helpful, but even if you don't, you still want to be using void for the damage bonus. I then personally build on a prayer bonus setup, hence the Demon Horn necklace and Soul Wars cape. Reverence is also very important. Some other accessories you could use include an archer's ring, though I prefer the wealth for the rare drop table drops, which are semi-frequent. You can also use a fury, but I prefer the Demon Horn necklace for the prayer bonus. A Zarite bow is by far the best weapon to use at frost dragons, not only in terms of stats, but also in terms of attack range. However, if you don't have one, you can downgrade to a crossbow and broad bolts, as well as switching out your cape for an Ava's device. You don't want to be using Dragonbane bolts, because there is a glitch at frost dragons where these do no extra damage, so you want to be using broad bolts. If you do use a crossbow, you can either choose between an illuminated god book for the prayer bonus, or you can use a Void Knight deflector and switch out your top for either Pernix or Armadil. But keep in mind that your prayer bonus will be significantly lower if you do this, even though the defense is quite helpful. As for inventory, again, this is the setup I use. I base it around a 1 hour trip, as a yak pouch and reverence each last an hour. The prayer renewals, extreme ranges, and super anti-fires, all dosed together, will again last me an hour. You will need extra prayer potions to be able to use rigor. With my prayer bonus of 25 and the reverence aura, 4 super prayer potions is just enough to last me an hour. You will also need summoning potions, otherwise towards the end of the trip your yak won't be able to keep up with the rate of bones you'll be collecting. Excalibur is your primary healing source, and along with the shark drops you'll be receiving, is usually enough to keep you alive. The gem bag and holy wrench are useful, but not essential, so take them if you have space. Finally, it's worth noting that I don't actually summon my yak pouch at the bank. Because it only lasts 58 minutes, you can get the most efficiency out of it if you wait until after your first kill to summon it. So now that you're set up, it's time to go kill some frost dragons. First, you'll have to find an empty, low-ping world, which can vary in difficulty depending on the time of day. But don't crash someone, that's a dick move. You'll want to set up on this side of the room, because the pond on the other side can really hinder ranges. So set up your cannon, dose your pots, activate reverence, and let the slaughter begin. Once you kill the first dragon, you'll want to summon your yak and bank the bones straight away to start your special move bar recharging. You can also deposit the summoning potions into your yak to allow extra inventory space for stackable loot such as charms and runes. Noted drops such as herbs can be stored in your yak. Because they're only dropped 1 or 2 at a time, you can just use them on your yak each time you get a drop. If you use a Zarite bow, rune arrow drops can be stored in your quiver without taking up an inventory space. Often you won't be able to tell if a dragon is using ranged or magic until its first attack. However, if you see the spawn, there is a way to tell. If you see a summoning circle, then the dragon will use magic. However, if you do not see a summoning circle, then the dragon will use ranged. One of the most important techniques at frost dragons is luring. If a dragon attacks you from far away, you'll want to lure it closer into your cannon so that it gets hit more often. You want the dragon you're attacking to be getting hit at least twice per revolution, preferably more. To lure the dragon, simply run away from it so that it walks towards your cannon. You can also attack it at regular intervals to maintain damage. However, this is much more difficult with a crossbow than it is with a Zarite bow. Using the methods in this video, frost dragons usually die too quickly to use their orb reflector. However, if you find that a kill is taking a particularly long time, you should be ready to stop attacking if the orb does appear. If you have a period of time without any shark drops, you may find that Excalibur won't be able to keep up with the damage you'll be taking. If this happens, you can activate Rapid Renewal for a while until your health is at an acceptable level. However, if your health becomes dangerously low, you can run over to this spot and wait until you're able to use Excalibur again. One of the easiest ways to ruin a good trip is by letting your yak dump its inventory in the Frost Cave or in your house, where you won't be able to get it back. If you forget to change your teleport destination to outside your house, you can achieve the same effect by quickly chipping your tablet before you use it. Using the methods in this video, it's possible to get almost 200 bones a trip, as well as over 100k range experience. Along with an effigy drop rate of about 1 in 500, Frost Dragons are definitely one of the best campable monsters in the game. I hope this guide has helped you out, and your feedback is greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching!